Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to Valorant News, and the North American Challenger Qualifiers have officially concluded. The 12 teams in North American Challengers starting in just a few days time have now been confirmed. Gonna dive into that here today as well, but also TSM are definitely catching a lot of flack the last few days. SicK comes to their rescue, but more drama on the timeline as a result. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. Loads of new support the last couple of days. Welcome if you are new. Firstly, this from G2, back-to-back Game Changers champions. These guys have been absolutely killing it on the Game Changers female circuit as of late. They've done it again in the EMEA Series 1 here at the start of 2022. They won so many of them last year, starting back where they left off in 2021. This then from TSM. So lots to talk about the TSM roster, the fact that they fell short right at the Challengers qualifier, how seriously were they really taking it? Were they trying to take their team to the next level? Were they practicing hard enough? Were they playing in some of these online tournaments they could have been to get some good practice going into this event? And don't get me wrong, it was an absolute gauntlet of a bracket. I do wonder if Sentinels, 100 Thieves, Cloud and Envy had have been in this bracket, whether one of those teams would have failed to make it out, or what would have happened, right? Because definitely some of these matchups were crazy. It is online as well at the end of the day. That always adds in some other element of complication. But as TSM Dominic points out right here, I love this game and this team. He's kind of the VP of esports for TSM that you can see on the top right hand side. And as he says, but ultimately a lot needs to change because this is not the standard we set for ourselves here at TSM. That's the thing. The organization is massive. The players and the team itself didn't seem incredibly so much better than some of the other rosters we had, but just like TSM as an organization, there's always going to be a lot of fans, a lot of expectation for them. We have given our GM full agency to decide on who we believe is talented, motivated, coachable, and overall the best fit for the team going forwards. So we're not ruling out any changes at all for the roster, saying that look, if someone's not motivated enough, not coachable enough, they're basically going to be out of there. After this process is complete, we'll be moving the main team to Austin in Texas to better improve teamwork, set practice, and work ethic expectations. That's already quite interesting, right? About work ethic expectations, the issues that they feel like they've had on that front, and reset the culture. As soon as the team is in Austin, we'll be participating in every open event possible until the next VTT. We'll do our best to keep the community updated on this process as we work through these necessary changes. So not ruling out any roster changes, definitely trying to put the team in the right headspace as they work through the next couple of months, playing in these online tournaments we discussed to get ready for the next VCT qualifiers, which I guess are a couple of months away after the first Masters event. So I guess that'll be April, May time. So this is what TSM are planning to do. This also, as Steel says, right? So of course they didn't qualify either the T1 guys, but he's former teammates of Sabrosa and Wardell back in the day, and as he says, deja vu, which pretty funny I thought really, because obviously he's talking about work ethic, right? And then maybe saying that back in the day they also didn't have the greatest time with these guys probably putting in the effort that was required. But Steel's definitely having a bit of a laugh at that on the timeline. Even Wardell says, "We need you" in the replies. Obviously a bit of tongue-in-cheek right here, doesn't really mean this all that much, but still it is tough to say what roster changes both of these teams might go through over the next couple of months before the next qualifier of course comes around. This then also from SicK. There's a lot of talk about TSM and the criticism that's been leveled at them, everyone kind of slamming on them on the timeline and stuff like this, and SicK kind of comes to their rescue in a sense. The amount of criticism towards TSM is intense. Why was it expected for them to qualify? The competition is more fierce than ever before. There was no reason to assume it'd be easy for them. It's a tough situation all around, but I think the reaction to them failing to qualify was pretty extreme. I think maybe the reaction wouldn't have been quite so severe if these kind of work ethic discussions and just Twitter fingers not actually playing the game, more playing, less tweeting, this type of stuff hadn't been brought up and made so obvious really by the likes of Subrosa, I guess, on the timeline. But as SicK says as well, the brand is the only reason people think it's deserved criticism. But if we are being honest, it didn't matter what roster that was put together. It's actually very difficult to even qualify. Yes, I know they didn't play in tourneys beforehand, and that is a fair argument, right? So maybe there's a few issues here why TSM were catching a lot of flack for this, but maybe people need to calm down just a little bit. Sabrosa even comes in the reply, actually vanity first. SicK, mims the voice of reason as he says. So still quite interesting really, because I think this is the only kind of verified guide that I really saw reply to this, but I did think Sabrosa's response was quite interesting. I love seeing people agree with your tweet, but don't realize they're the reason we get all the hate because of what they say in watch parties, etc. Finally, someone who thinks says, Sabrosa to SicK. So I thought that was kind of interesting really, because the likes of Vanity, of course, have been doing watch parties. I'm sure, when he's been watching the TSM games, talking about some of the issues that they have had, and maybe Sabrosa thinks, okay, some of these watch party guys, they're talking about how we've done this and that wrong, and actually kind of riling up even additional hate to Sabrosa and the TSM guys than was already there and was going to be there anyway. But lots of work I'm sure for these guys still to do. Not sure what changes they will make, if any, but something definitely has to give, and clearly TSM still seem to be ready to do so. We of course saw this yesterday, right? Bang currently of the Built by Gamers roster, I think is technically still part of TSM, but well, he's loaned out to Built by Gamers, as I'm pretty sure is Boy from 100 Thieves, and I mean, yeah, he had some cracking results, goes all the way through the North American qualifier, but I mean, yeah, Rise Nation just proved too strong at the end of the day. Let's talk about the NA qualifier then, because 2 spots were up for grabs, 6 teams remained yesterday, and well, I actually got the predictions correct, would you believe it? So here we go in the bracket. The top side, Luminosity took down Pioneers 2-1, they then beat Sonics 2-1 in the qualification match to qualify for Challenges. Then on the other side, Built by Gamers beat a Crew, and then Rise beat BBG in an incredibly tight series. So Rise, like, definitely one of the big favourites, if not the big favourite really, from these open qualifiers to get through. They just about make it in the second time of asking in the second qualifier. So well, those guys are back in business, and look, I'm really excited about how these teams are going to play up against especially the likes of Sentinels, Envy, 100 Thieves, and Cloud9. These rosters that of course got the free pass to the Challengers group stages. This is the Rise versus BBG series, a remarkable series. Shanks, right, after all the talk about Shanks, he had a really difficult time of things in the first series that they played, or the first North American qualifier. He has a monster series. Breeze, honestly, like, Breeze is so frustratingly defensive sided that it's almost kind of frustrating to watch at times. Like, I mean, Rise wins so many rounds in a row right here. Shanks has a monster series, but yeah, 13-7. Then game 2, it was BBG that bounced back, 13-7 over Rise, and I mean, yeah, Will has a great series. Boy had an insane ace, actually. I'll share with you guys in just a second here, because well, I'll share it with you guys at the end of the video. Like, just one of the most ridiculous clips, the fastest ace I've probably ever seen that wasn't like an ultimate usage. So just ridiculous. And then the final game, I mean, Rise really bounced back. They had a great first half here. Poised was a monster. They go 10-2 on the first half, but BBG really tried their best to bring it back. But just in the end, Rise, when the final few rounds were coming down to the wire, it was 11-9. Rise get the job done, win the series, qualify for Challengers, and Luminosity managed the same thing up against Sonics. Crunchy was pretty good on their side, but it was Marta, I mean, B-Dog. Like, at this new rebuild, right, of course, Dre was out of this team. He went over to Evil Geniuses. Their rebuild worked out for them, and even LG's rebuild worked out for them. Great series from all these guys. It goes down to the wire again. Game 1 was Sonic's favour, 13-10 here on Breeze. Again, of course, the defense winning most of the rounds, but not as much as I've seen it sometimes before. And then, well, 13-3 on splits. LG dominated the first half. They won the second half as well, kind of comfortably. And then Bine was 13-11, really down to the wire. LG backs against the wall at this point. They were down 11-9. They win 4 straight defensive rounds to win the game. Like, a remarkable clutch factor from these guys. B-Dog, the new addition, gets the job done. And yes, those are the teams that qualify. Shanks very happy about it as well, very understandably so. Like, well, they qualify, they take down Built by Gamers. Bang & Co don't quite make it. Like, just crazy how stacked these brackets are, to be honest. And then these are the 12 qualified teams in the North American side. Not sure exactly what the schedule is as of yet, but I believe on February the 11th, the official matches here start in EMEA and in North America as well. So very exciting to see how these teams get on against each other in the group stages that are important to qualify for the Challengers main event. And then I think if you come top 2 in the Challengers main event, at least in North America, then you qualify for the Masters event, the first Stage 1 Masters, all that type of good stuff. These are the teams: Cloud9, Sentinels, Envy, and 100 Thieves. They got the free bye. The first qualifier was xNed version 1, the Garden NRG, and this final qualifier, like, to a lot of people's surprise, Evil Geniuses, Knights, Luminosity, and Rise qualified just at the last and final call. So incredible, really. Like, version 1, they were so good, like, they fell off drastically. They make some shuffles, they come back stronger than ever. NRG, with this new roster of Haze, they qualified very impressively through, I'm pretty sure, the winners brackets. The Guard as well, an organization that didn't even exist a couple of months ago, and Evil Geniuses, Luminosity, they make major rebuilds, they come back really strong, and yeah, Rise Nation and Knights as well, finishing off the job. So very exciting stuff. Big name organizations, some of them didn't make it. Thought this was quite interesting as well, actually, as Trick says, and well, Vanity responds with Superman, the most slept on player in the world. This is also a pretty good list. But yeah, most underrated players in North America, he reckons these guys. But yeah, Superman definitely someone to be mentioned on the Rise Nation side. Didn't have the greatest series yesterday, but exciting to see what he gets up to once again when Challengers does resume. And this was that ace I was talking about, right? BBG versus Rise, down 2-1 at the time. They need to win this game too, as they go on to do. But yeah, look at this round, honestly, just incredible. Gets a 3-piece right here, turns around, gets the final 2 as well, no problem at all. 5 headshots within about 2 seconds. So yeah, very much intrigued to your thoughts and all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit on the like button. Tells the YouTube gods it's a good video. I just like you should see it as well. And help grow the competitive Valorant community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care. And I will see you next time.
He's coming through.
Nice
Quick turn.
flash.
Oh boy.
Oh my God!
What?
Okay, I think we're
What?
having debates, Riv, of what was going to be the aim lat flick of the day. I think we just found it.
No. What was that? Bro, what was that? What is this turn? ADS! Get out of here, boy.
Welcome, Mimi. Congratulations. You guys are 2-time winners, not once, but twice now. How much? Oh, no, I just saw. How much does this mean
Guys,
to?
interview started. You need to go now.
No, it's fine. This is incredible. They can stay. This is incredible. Wow, you guys.